I'd rather have a bowl of Cocoa Puffs.
I've forgotten it. What was it? Give me a second.
Oh, you're the
Hold
nightmare.
on.
Hey everybody, welcome to Crumpus
There we
Bumpus and
go.
the Burger
That's
Boys. We are the Burger Boys. All hail Crumpus Bumpus.
All hail.
I had a little bit of flair on the end there.
Welcome to our podcast of ridiculousness. Before we go in, let's introduce ourselves. I am Porcheg.
I am Cheese Fund.
I am Monkey of Mist.
I was fully ready to do the intro.
I
right?
even asked you if you knew
I know,
it.
but like we started, and I was like, okay, I know what I'm gonna say. It's in my head. I'm ready. And then you said go, and I was like,
I don't even say go. You say Cocoa Pops and then you do the intro.
I said Cocoa Pops, and my brain died. I was
actually,
thinking
like,
about
have you
delicious
seen-
cereal.
Have you seen Jesse Willens on the E3 panel thing, the EA Live at E3?
Oh yes.
When the camera
Yeah.
pans to him and he just goes,
Yeah, that was.
That's you every start of every podcast. You're a nightmare.
Well, I had to like write it down and like have it right in front of my face so that I can
It's not
remember it.
difficult.
See, it's really easy.
I know it's not difficult, but it doesn't mean I can remember it.
Cheese Fun says, we'd rather have a bowl of, and we say Cocoa Pops. How
Which
can that
is
be so
total
difficult?
credit to Wastel, by the way. That is, I learned that from Wastel.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Guys,
Yeah.
we have problems.
What's
We
the
do.
problem?
There's so many podcasts out there now, and every day I go on YouTube, there's more. What do
Yeah,
we
there
do
is.
to differentiate ourselves from everyone else? I mean, I have a few strategies of my own, but I thought that maybe I'd bring it to you guys first.
Well, I want to hear what your strategies are.
Well,
Get our
I
creative juices
figured
flowing.
we just go full-blown cult at this point.
Full-blown cult. That sounds good.
We have a small following. Maybe we can like do like the Scientology thing where people like pay money or pay some sort of fee. It can be in blood, it can be in money, it can be in cans of energy drink.
Promise bucks.
We
How about-
indoctrinate them into this cult. We maybe get some sort of what is it when they make like a village, but there's like a culty name for it, and they make a village in the middle of the desert, and people go out there, like a commune. We make a commune in the middle of the desert, and we have all our cultists out there, and we spook everyone.
What
mean,
kind
if-
of
if we
activities would take place in the Crumbus Bombus cult?
Lots of flexing,
Okay, all right.
podcasting, and maybe Nerf gun fights.
I mean, I'm going to the desert, flexing a bit, doing some podcasts, and playing with Nerf guns.
I
That
mean, I'm
sounds
open to new
fantastic.
ideas. If you guys have any like cultish activities that you would like to, it has to be unique to the Crumbus Bumbus brand, because otherwise, like maybe other podcasts will start copying us and they might go full cult. I don't know.
Maybe we shouldn't call it a cult and instead call it a church. And then just open
I
up
mean,
a
we are a
church
church
of
right
Crumbus
now.
Bumbus.
It's been brought
Well,
up
we need
that
an actual place so that folk can actually send us money.
my pockets work.
I mean, technically, we could go ahead and declare a building somewhere as the Church of Crumbus Bumbus
Right.
and take on donations. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, everybody. AKA
I mean, I was having a nice
we're-
little meme, and then you just made it real. That was a bit. That was a bit too spooky there, Misty. You're asking them
bit
for
too
money.
spooky.
We don't want your money. We
Well,
already give
speak for
SoundCloud our
yourself.
money.
That's true, yeah.
But yeah,
Well, if,
how
if
are we
folk
gonna
give us
compete?
money, then
We
we
need
can
like a segment. We need like maybe some hosts that have like a bit of charisma.
I don't think we're ever going to
Most
find
definitely need that.
any of that. There's no way. It's not possible.
Charisma? What is this thing?
It's
You
a
call
nightmare.
charisma?
With most podcasts, right, the first couple of episodes are always like figuring out the flow or whatever, right? And then after a while, they find the segments that they do regularly. They do their stuff, and then it's kind of like it's a routine more after that. I don't feel like we've found our groove yet, you know.
Well, you haven't even learned the intro yet, so I don't know if I can rely on you to come up with any sort of segment. To be honest,
That's a fantastic point, you know.
I mean, I seem to just make a new segment every recording, and it has like a minuscule jingle Like, what segments have we had in the past? We had the anime creation segment that got
That was a
edited
good one. I
out.
like that one. Yeah. Although we uploaded it again.
Yeah, we got there eventually. We had the segment where I improvise a situation. I don't know if that one made it up either, actually. No, it was. It was the one where we try to figure out how to stop a robbery. You know, I was mocking you.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
We had
yeah.
the improvisation segment where I was Johnny Two Steaks or something.
a classic Crumbus Bumbus bit.
So we're getting there.
I feel like one of the segments we have a lot is stupid movie ideas. That seems to come about a lot. We talk about like weird stuff for movies. So I guess that's something, right?
Maybe on our inner commune we could make movies.
Oh yeah.
We all know though that Portugal never ever watch them though.
That's true. Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, we'll make this movie, but I'll never watch it.
Where are the movies for the people with upside down eyes? That's what I want.
Yeah.
Oh,
Portugal is famous for his upside down eyes.
yeah.
It's a real problem.
So anyway, there is a segment that we often do, and that is asking how everybody's week was. But you know, the weeks get longer, the podcasts get further apart. So what's everyone been up to?
Our weeks aren't interesting enough to fund an entire podcast worth of conversation as well.
I mean, but it's usually like a nice icebreaker. Like I go, hey guys, how was your week? And then you say, oh, I didn't really do much, you know, maybe ate like a sandwich or two. Misty goes, I've been streaming every day, and then nobody asked me how my week was.
That's because no one cares.
Well, it's because we
Well,
just
you
don't
know
really
what?
care. That's why.
Let's change up the routine a bit here. Cheese Fund, how was your week?
Just cheese fun. Nobody else.
No one else.
I'm not allowed to talk about my week.
Oh, would you look at that? I wonder why we don't ask you.
I went to.
I'm sorry, guys. I was super busy.
There is one thing that I had done this week, which maybe it's time to share it. You were talking about bad movie ideas. Well, this is more of like a Netflix original series idea.
Okay.
So I went to dinner with my family, and we went to some restaurant. I think it was a Nepalese restaurant.
Nipples. Okay.
Nipple restaurant.
Nepalese.
Nepali. Who's he?
And I was sitting next to my brother and we came up with this genius idea because we got served a large portion of food. And then my dad said, man versus food. To which I responded wittily, gran versus food. And then, from there on out, I came up with this great idea to get my gran to dress up as Guy Fieri and call her Gran Fieri, and then we'll make Gran Fieri's Gran versus Food, where we take my boring gran, to restaurants and make her eat food, and I film it. And she'll be like, oh, I don't know if I like this very much. And I'll be like, wow, and put like some sick MTV edits on it and stuff.
Hold on whilst I take my false teeth out. Oh, no,
And then we
I've
maybe
lost my
we sit her in like a car and then we make it speed off into the distance and stuff at the end. It'd be great. What do you think? Would you watch it?
I would
I'd watch
I'd
that.
definitely watch it. That
There
sounds-
is like a spin-off
sounds
idea because like you know how Guy Fieri always goes back into the kitchen and like
I've
he's
never
always
seen
like,
an episode of his show.
shut up. He always goes back into the kitchen and he's like, oh wow, this is amazing how you make the food and stuff, and he sees it like every week or whatever. But we had a spin-off where you could have Gordon Granzy where
Oh, God.
she goes in and rips them to shreds and calls them names. And you know she's a little bit out of touch, so she might add some like racial slurs, I don't know, but
I'd love to see your gran in the kitchen just screaming at people.
and she's also
That'd
wearing
be
a shirt with
fantastic.
flames on it and sunglasses, and we spike her hair up.
Like frosted tips as well.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
This food is fucking shit.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be amazing. And
I
that's
would
pretty
love
much
that.
all I have to report for this week, sadly.
She's Scottish, right? She's not Chinese.
I don't know. I don't know what's fact or fiction anymore in my life. I've been living lies for too long. I don't know who I am anymore.
I mean, if she's Scottish, she knows how to swear properly. And that's the only reason Gordon Ramsay is able to swear so properly. Is 'cause
There was
he's
one thing I did this
Scottish.
week. That's a reference to last time's podcast as well, actually. I left Sammy, my tour guide, a review on TripAdvisor.
Oh, okay.
I was going to see if I can get the TripAdvisor thing up, but honestly, I don't know how TripAdvisor even works at this point. I just went on and left a review somehow.
What did you write? Do you remember?
I wrote some nice things. I told him he was a very good boy. Mainly just things directed at Sammy because he was like the highlight of my trip. Here we go. Your review for Vegas Hollywood to Hollywood tours has been accepted. Okay, there's a picture of me holding up the Hollywood sign.
Good, obviously. Classic tourist move.
Okay. So here's what I wrote. 10 out of 10. Would tour again. Okay. That was my title. 5-star review. Reviewed 3 days ago. Visited in July 2017. Was unsure what to think. Going on a super long trip in a car? Because that's how you start. I don't know why it's so
never
dramatic.
been on a long trip in a car before.
It's a long trip, okay? Previously traveled to the Grand Canyon by bus. The Vegas to Hollywood tour was 1,000 times more comfortable. I did the math. You can see I did the math. It was exactly 1,000 times more comfortable.
Not
And
999
personal,
times.
you know, because it was like we got the Sammy treatment.
Yeah.
We were in a small group in a luxury SUV with our driver Sammy, who joked about us being royalty, as we were from Britain, but genuinely treated us as such. Really good tour, really nice, chatty, entertaining driver, comfortable amount of time to see the Santa Monica Pier, the celebrity homes, the Chinese theater, and a great view of the Hollywood signs. I wrote signs, there's only one. Uh-oh. Even
Idiot, you avoided the whole...
Even going the extra
No one's
mile.
going to take it seriously now.
technically, the Hollywood sign is lots of little signs together.
That's
to make
true.
the
A
one
different
Hollywood
celebrity
sign.
owns every letter.
Exactly.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Well, now you've learned something, so I was right. Thanks, Misty. Even going the extra mile to show us the Disney studios, and Sammy slowing his roll to give us time to get our touristy photos. As well as the complimentary water so we didn't die of thirst. And that's my review.
I love
That's
it.
pretty great.
So we're working on Sammy getting a raise, basically.
So if you're ever in Vegas and you're looking for a good boy to drive you around, Sammy's
Look
your man.
up Vegas to Hollywood tours for my good boy Sammy.
Yeah. Good old Sammy. Didn't kill Cheese Fund and leave him on the side of the street.
He actually encouraged me to live, which was very nice.
Yay.
The one
like the
person I
only
met
person-
in my life who doesn't want me dead.
Including yourself.
Yep.
Sitting in the back, I want to die. And he's like, you don't want to die.
You don't
Your
wanna
eyes
die.
opened wide and you were like, someone cares.
I'll never let you go, Sammy.
Oh, man. Good
Yep.
stuff.
So
brilliant.
I don't know. I don't know if my grand's Scottish, Chinese, American. You know, nobody knows where I'm from these days.
Maybe she's a bit of a combination of all three, you know?
Maybe
Some
Chimera
eclectic
British.
mix.
Chimera British. Chimera British.
She's Jamiroquai. She's the band
She
Jamiroquai.
is Jamiroquai. She drives luxury sports cars.
She has frosted tips.
And she has frosted trips. Trips? Frosted trips. She likes the snow.
Great Generica. There you go.
Fantastic. Great Generica. Right. What about your weeks then? I suppose.
I have a boring thing that I did. Do you want to hear it?
Sure, you know, I love hearing about your week.
I love hearing about boring stuff. Yay.
Yeah, okay. Well, actually, two things happened of note, I guess. You know the Emoji Movie? That amazing new film that everyone's talking about how good it is and stuff?
It's breaking barriers, dude.
Yeah, breaking the barriers of my sanity. So it's super popular, and as such, there was like a sort of event at the McDonald's store that I work at where a giant emoji, a giant emoji, like, what's it called, like a mascot suit,
Which
came
emoji
into, like,
was it?
it was the smiley face one, I guess, like the main, is it the
it
main
should have been
character?
Poop.
The
I would
main
have loved it if it
character
was-
is a meh
if it was the
emoji,
poo
I
one.
believe.
Oh, is it? No, his parents are emojis. Oh, I don't know this. Oh, God. Hold on.
I
think-
might need to check
I
our
think
facts
he's meant
here.
to be a meh, but he can't do meh.
You can't do meh
he's
because he's
just
just
too-
too excited about Sony Pictures Entertainment and
Well,
how
too
they're
excited
making
about
great
all his
business
different
decisions.
yeah, it looks like... Okay, he's weird. He's like a different emoji or something, I guess. Anyway, I think it was him or
Right.
her or it. I don't know if
Right.
they have sexuality.
Gender
If they do
is
have
a
s-
social construct, yeah.
if they do have a gender, right? Then
think they
if
do.
there's like a, yeah, but surely then, what like, do poo emojis then like mate with not poo emojis?
And then you get like crosses.
Yeah. What would happen there? Would it
So
be
what
like
you're saying to me, well, what I'm hearing at least, is what is the most creative emoji we can come
Emoji
up
combination. Oh.
with? Yeah. So
Well, I don't
everyone
even
pull out
know
your
all the
phones,
emojis.
and you go to the emojis. This is
just
gonna
gonna,
be.
like-
This is our segment. This will define us.
the emoji segment?
We are the
Everybody.
emoji podcast.
Oh, hey guys, have you heard about this new podcast? It's called the Crumbus Plumbers and the Burger Boys. Look, listen, it's hilarious. They have this really amazing, funny segment where they talk about emojis. I know, it's hilarious.
It is.
You gotta get on that. You gotta listen to that shit. So everyone's talking about it.
The emoji that I would make, I'm just ignoring you now, and I'm rolling with it anyway.
Okay, that's fine.
The emoji I would make would be a cross between Black Santa
All right, good.
and the plane emoji.
Black Santa and plane.
So
Plane.
it would be a more modern method of transporting presents to our minority children.
Why can't White Santa deliver presents to black children?
Because white Santa's a racist.
He's a white supremacist. God damn it, White Santa, with your racism.
Why do you think he wears red, black, and white, huh? Because he's a Nazi. And everybody knows it.
White Santa's a Nazi confirmed.
Yep. That's why he's not in the Emoji Movie.
Oh dear.
I would probably mix the peach and the aubergine to make it into the shape of a penis.
The innuendo is just through the roof.
The innuendo through the roof.
But I thought
As
the
in having-
aubergine was already the, like, international symbol for a penis.
Yeah, but if you put balls on it, then it's really
I thought you
Why
were
don't
going
we
for the
have a
whole, like, a
penis
peach
emoji?
looks like a butt. And
Yeah,
then
but,
the
if
aubergine
you
looks
make
like
it a little bit smaller-
willy. And then you put the two together, and you got some sweet, sweet fruit on veg action.
But then again, if you do stick the little rounded bit of the aubergine into the crevice of the peach, then it'll look like a proper full-on nutsack and shaft. You know?
Wow, that was insightful. Porcheg, what emoji would you make?
I would combine.
You gotta think really hard here because you're beating full blown penis.
an actual penis.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's fully blown too.
It's a penis for vegans.
I'd combine. I don't know. I don't know emojis. I can't think.
You
of
have a
them off the top of my head.
phone. Get it
I
out.
have-
We'll
My
wait.
phone-
We'll
my
talk
phone
more
doesn't have
about
much emojis.
the Vegas.
The reason I brought up the
Vegas.
emoji, the reason I brought up the emoji thing at work is this big mascot came in and they brought the suit into like the back area, and so this actor, I don't know if it was an actor or actress, I didn't actually see them get in it, but they ended up getting in the suit, but it was too round to fit through the door. So I went out to go and get stuff from the freezer. And I walk out back. I didn't know this was happening, right? So I walk out the back and I just see this giant emoji stuck in the door and two like people behind it trying to shove it through. It's so fucking funny. There's like 3 doors they had to get through as well. Oh god, it was just fantastic.
That sounds
It made me chuckle
magical.
quite a good bit.
I could just picture like somebody not knowing what the fuck is going on, just like walking in and being like, "Okay, I'm just gonna go at the back and get ready for work and stuff," and then just see a big emoji get. it
That was
pushed
me.
through
That's
the
what
door.
happened. I walked out and I like shat myself because I wasn't expecting to see it. It was super funny.
Somebody,
Think about-
somebody with a little bit less composure than you, though, poor chick, because you're like chill all the time. Somebody who would
100%
just be like,
chill.
"Oh my god, what
Well,
is going on?"
I actually went into a frenzy rage and I stabbed them with a chicken nugget.
Whoa,
that's
that
about
must
right.
have been effective.
Yeah, there was like emoji blood everywhere. It was pretty brutal, actually.
Everyone knows that emojis are allergic to nuggets.
That's
Everybody
true.
knows that poor chick hates emojis.
That's also true. And I
Imagine-
love nuggets.
Your job being a person inside an emoji and going to McDonald's.
That'd be pretty awful, to be honest.
What do you think what kind of situation did they get in that led them to this turn of events where they're there in an emoji suit for an emoji they don't even know what it is, and they're stuck in a doorway getting pushed around by McDonald's employees.
I mean, I gotta think that it's like they're like an aspiring actor or something like that, and this is the only job that they can find.
Oh, here's the
right?
movie idea. Right, here we go. The Emoji Movie 2, but it's like a real life drama.
IRL, because you could have that subtitle because it's all like to do with phones and shit.
Oh my
Emoji
god,
Movie
yeah.
2, IRL. Hell yeah.
And then like the tagline for it could be the most emotional movie of the summer.
Oh god.
Oh,
And then the rest of it is like cry face emojis.
Oh man. And it's about an aspiring actor who, you know, is really trying hard in life, but they just keep landing emoji jobs.
Like that's what they're known for.
That's what they're known for. They're the emoji actor, and they've got.
It's like
they
Mr.
fight
Bean.
out of it.
You know, Mr. Bean was Mr. Bean for so long that you started to hate Mr. Bean. This person's been an emoji for so long that they hate emojis, and they're trying to like get breakout roles in films. So they're in like James Bond, but they're still an emoji.
It's just like, do you expect me to talk? No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die. This is an emoji. Or like the guy turns round and he's
I'm
got instead of
imagining
the cat
more
on his
like-
desk. There's just like stroking like a poo emoji.
Smoking a poo emoji.
smoking a poo emoji.
I'm just imagining more like the whole premise of the film would be that like they need like an extra, or they need like a low paid job. So like there's other actors in the movie, and they're like, oh, we need a comic relief character for this scene in this upcoming action movie, and it's like they're doing all these stunts and stuff, and then you just see like the emoji in the background in this super serious setting.
Maybe we
They're
should,
stuck in a
get
door
onto-
getting pushed around by McDonald's employees.
We should get onto Rowan Atkinson for that. It is Rowan Atkinson that plays Mr. Bean, eh?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we can get him into the actual role of the emoji.
Apparently
So
there's
it's like-
rumors of a Johnny English 3.
Are you
I've never even
serious?
seen the first two, if that's the case.
I saw the first one and I
Oh,
genuinely
would you
liked
look
it.
at this. Poor chick's seen a movie that Misty hasn't.
Oh, and it's
Goodness
such a
me.
good movie it is.
It's
Yeah.
a real top quality. You know, forget about The Godfather and like Punch Club 2 or whatever, and like
Punch
Fight
Club.
Fight
Fight Bond.
Vision, and all that stuff. Johnny English, that's where it's at.
Oh, yep, it's official. He's back. Production began only today on Johnny English 3, starring Rowan Atkinson.
You know what the strange thing is? I actually were thinking Johnny Bravo for a second there. I was thinking it was a movie about somebody going around going "Hua, hua," like that kind of thing, until I realised it was Johnny English and it was actually one I have actually seen.
Oh, okay. That wouldn't it
bad.
be quite a strange thing for them to release Johnny Bravo the movie 3 before they released 1 and 2?
That's why I was
if they
confused.
did
I was like, I've not
Jump
even
straight
seen
to
that.
the third one.
Johnny Bravo, Johnny English crossover.
Oh man, two
Buddy
Johnnies.
cop movie.
It's
Oh my
Johnny
god, you
Two
could plot
Bravos.
two Johnnies.
Johnny Two Bravos. Or Johnny Two. There's a joke in there somewhere, I'm sure.
Let's get stuck on that for a bit and try and think of a joke before we move on. Let's really drain this for everything
Really?
it's got.
Oh dear, it was a sad.
We can just call it double bagging
Double bagging. Yeah.
because that's what happens when you put two Johnnies on.
And we can have guest appearance by Martin Freeman and what you call him that played what's his name? Fucking Hobbit guy. The two Baggins, have them in it as a guest appearance in the background. somewhere.
Elijah
Oh
Wood.
my god, that's a movie idea on its own. Double bagging, and it's just about two hobbits. Oh my god, there's got to be a porn parody of that.
There has to be, right?
There's got to be a porn parody called Double Baggins.
The Lord of the
There's gotta be
Rings
some
porn parody is called Whore of the Rings.
What? That's the most creative title they could come up with? Are you
Apparently.
kidding me?
The Rings is kind of an obvious one to go with.
Lord of the Kinks?
It's alright, yeah.
Lord of Her Ring.
Yeah, that's like, see, even then, maybe they were like, listen, it's a porn parody, but we don't want it to be too on the nose. This is a thinking man's pornography. What about you, Misty? How's your week been?
Yeah, not too bad. We popped through to well, I can't say.
You popped through to my home address of.
We popped through to Ursula's parents for a wee bit over the
You
weekend.
live on the moon?
Yes, on the moon, exactly.
Oh,
right there.
okay.
And they have 2 dogs, but one of the dogs don't get along with Teddy. So the best thing is that he's started to kind of come around a little bit. He can tolerate being in the same room without going for it. So that was probably the highlight of the weekend.
The highlight of the weekend is your dog almost getting eaten by another
No,
dog.
not getting eaten by the other dog. That's the highlight. But no, it was good fun. It
Wow.
was good fun. We were
Must have been an eventful one.
we were away talking to the priest who's going to be marrying me and Ursula.
See, that's
not
exciting.
really. I'm not
Hell
religious.
yeah.
That's
But it's
something.
like the most boring ass thing I've ever seen. Just literally standing there going.
Still, it's interesting to know who's going to marry you
True.
to, you know?
It was the first time meeting the person, so it's all good.
Was it
Yes,
Rowan
he's
Atkinson.
gonna be married.
in an emoji outfit?
Oh my god, how could you
I
not
mean-
be excited? He's a national treasure.
It was just because I went into the room and he was just like fumbling all over the place. He was still in the Mr. Bean persona. It was not very fun.
He's still in his emoji movie. Practicing for the next big movie. Directed by Porchegistan.
Of
Porcheg, you know how your online name is Porcheg?
Yeah.
We've had this conversation before in Rainbow Six, actually. You don't have a second Porcheg name, do you?
No, I mean neither do you or Misty. Also, Misty's Monkey of Mist. That kind of works.
That
Cheese
could
Fund.
be Cheese Fund, but that's a bit like, splitting hairs or something.
Do you guys have any
whatever.
suggestions? Can we crowdsource this? If people listening, what should my second internet name be?
You know what we should really do is we should come up with an official Crumbus Bumbus hashtag
Okay.
that people can tweet out, and then more people see the podcast, but also we can check it when we start things. So what we should do is for this week's podcast, people have to tweet with a second name for Porcheg with the hashtag.
Don't put me on the spot. I don't know.
The
can't remember the
hashtag
intro.
don't put me on the
don't know my own.
spot.
on the spot. Hashtag on the spot.
No, that's bad marketing. That's a Rooster Teeth show.
Hashtag you wouldn't
Hashtag
believe this.
Bumbus. Hashtag Bumbus.
Get a little bit of clickbait in there.
Hashtag Bumbus. That works.
Hashtag Bumbus. Hashtag
So-
Bumbus. The one that gets maybe this is maybe a bad idea. The one that gets the most retweets. Are likes a thing anymore, or are they gone?
Likes our thing. It's yeah.
Alright,
it is.
the one that gets the most retweets, though. The one that gets the most retweets, I will officially adopt as my second name.
If you don't know, there is an official Twitter for the podcast. It's at Crumbus Bumbus, I believe.
It is, yeah.
And then hashtag Bumbus if you want us to see things. We'll check that hashtag on the weekly because we record it
Yeah,
weekly, don't
yeah.
we, boys?
We do. Yeah.
Yeah, weekly.
is- This
We're
is
working on it.
this is your chance to ridicule me on the
It's
internet.
not just your only
Pick
chance,
anything you want.
to
The
be
most-
honest here.
The most that's true. There's probably going to be many others, but yeah, the most retweeted. That'll be it. That'll be the one.
Cool. I like this. It's like a little competition. You'll win absolutely nothing, man. But it'll help us like grow our cult status, you know?
Yeah.
If we want to become an official cult, we need your support.
If you have any ideas for fun cult activities, tweet
Yeah.
that at us as well. We'd
And
love to know.
remember, if anyone asks, it's a Bumbus thing, and then you wink.
It's like, okay, guys, we got some team building exercises. We have
The police come to your door. They go, "Why are you sacrificing this goat?" And you just go, "It's a
and they
Bumbus
just nod
thing."
and they walk away. It's all good.
Yeah, so
You're
they
part of
understand.
a clan.
Pulled over for speeding. It's a Bumbus thing, baby.
Well, I wonder if we could make a religion where actually breaking the law is part of the actual rules of it, and see if you can get away with it.
Yeah, sure. Let's promote that on SoundCloud. Why don't we just start
Well, no, I
terrorism?
mean, like,
yeah. Oh, we can call it ISIS. Yeah.
It's Crumbus Bumbus. It's got IS at the end.
No, it doesn't. In fact, I'm editing this part out.
No, I was just meaning things like.
I'm gonna have to make some serious changes to what is being said.
I was just
right
meaning
now,
on the lines of.
because we cannot
I was
put
just
this
meaning on the
online.
lines of where speeding is actually part of your religion.
No, that's no.
Fine,
no,
something that's
no.
not so bad that is technically illegal.
Yeah, breaking the law. Let's not just fucking
No.
break the law because that would be funny, wouldn't it?
Try to think of a better. Jaywalking.
I'm just gonna write 2950 heavy cutting.
But you know what I mean, though. Some folk have got away with fucking stupid things because of religion.
Pop the bubble, Misty. We're not gonna encourage our audience to commit crimes. This is not Project Mayhem. You can't do that.
But it'll be fun.
As much as I love it to be, none of us are Tyler Durden, and we're not cool. We're just a bunch of sweaty nerds at our computers.
Yourself.
Speaking of crime.
Speaking of crime,
I found a subreddit the other day. Just bear with me for a second.
Okay.
This is the one you can edit back in. Speaking of crime, I found a subreddit the other day called Shoplifting, and it's full of a bunch of people talking about things that they've stolen and like ways that they've stolen things and like taking pictures of stuff that they've stolen and stuff like that. And it's really weird. It's like a super strange place. On the sidebar it says, your morality is not welcome here. So you're not allowed to go in and say, you guys shouldn't be stealing.
Can you give us an excerpt?
An excerpt?
An excerpt? You know, maybe a quick reading, or like, you know, give us the rundown of one of your favorite posts.
Sure. Why not?
Because I would like to see that, and I think the audience would like to hear that, especially as we're going to turn them into criminals now for some reason.
It's mostly pictures of like things that let's look at the top one for this week. What's the best thing that someone has stolen this week? Here we go.
Describe it to the best of your ability. It's now a auditory challenge.
Okay, it's a gif of a guy stealing a TV. He positions himself in the shop so that the TV is sideways to the CCTV camera, so it doesn't look like he's holding anything, and he walks it all the way out.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That's the thing. The reason I brought this up, I wanted to ask: have you guys ever stolen anything, or like, do you guys understand the thrill of the steal?
I've stolen
I
your
don't
virginity.
get it.
Check. Wink, wink.
Oh, I don't know that.
There was a lot of hypno in
How
there
did
as well.
Oh, Jesus.
Nah, I didn't really. Don't worry. Your butt's safe. For now.
Thanks, man. That's good to know.
For now.
Pork egg butt safe,
Hashtag
by the way.
pork egg
That's
butt
a good. Pork egg butt safe could be my second name. You never know.
It's where he stores all his
You
most
never
valuable
know.
Possessions.
Misty's just going to start tweeting it out right now, get ahead of the game.
And Porcheg's butt safe.
Yeah, butt safe sounds good.
Oh, God.
It's Porcheg, but safe.
It's probably a bad idea to talk about if we have or haven't stolen anything.
Okay, I like it. Okay, here we go. Unofficially, off the books. We're talking about our crimes now. I killed a man. I took his life.
Was it Sammy? Was
The
it your-
only
was it
thrill
your
I've
driver?
had is of stealing, you know, the only thing I've stolen in my life is another human being's
Wife.
Yep. I just pushed down with a pillow until he just stopped breathing. No, I'm just kidding. I've stolen one thing in my entire life, and it is the most petty thing ever.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't think anybody would ever come after me for
I
it.
think I have one maybe pettier, but I'll let you go first.
Well, like, you know, there's always the thing where it's like a kid like stole sweets or something, right?
Yeah.
But I think as a kid once I stole a pen. I stole a pen from like one of those stationery box type places. I stole a pen that was meant to smell like Christmas trees.
And now there's just like this one stationery box or whatever stationery shop owner being like, finally, the person who stole my most prized possession has come forth. I will hunt him
He's
down.
moved country now. He's in a different country, but he's going to slowly start pursuing me for the rest
You have
of
a
his life.
two-country advantage at the moment. Move away now.
Right, I gotta make a move, guys. I'm out of here. Porchig, what have you stolen?
I stole water balloons once. We're
That's-
having like,
That's a good steal, though.
we're having like a big water fight with all the like neighborhood people and kids and stuff like that. And I ran out, and so I went to the shop and I bought like some sweets or something like that, and then just put water balloons in my pockets because I didn't have enough money for them as well. And then I was the master because then I could destroy everyone. with
Porcheg
all
had
the
a little
water
bit
had
of
so much power.
cunningness in his theft. The whole thing of buying sweets and then putting the bottle
What do you
bombs
mean?
in your pockets that you'd got away with it. That was cunning. That
Exactly.
was. That's the,
I just put a pen in my pocket. I'm not gonna.
the initial onset of becoming a fucking evil genius.
I did feel incredibly bad about it though for like days and days afterwards. I
When-
thought the police were gonna come and take me away.
Yeah, did you ever go back to the shop? Did you leave it like a month?
I didn't go back for a long time, but it's it's the one near me. Jeez.
I know the one.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was there the
it's-
other day.
The guy who ran that shop when the event took place used to run the shop that my dad would go to when he was young in his hometown. And
Right.
he was like an older
the
man.
shop
He was
owner's
obviously
like
an older
following
man
your
at the
dad
time.
around. Okay, I'll just
Yeah.
set up shop near Porcheg Senior.
But like he was like a sort of like semi friend to the family because my dad had known him when he was growing up, and then like he knew who I was and stuff like that. So I felt really really bad ages afterwards. But
Then you realized nobody cares.
then I loved the thrill of it so much, and now I steal just all the time, every day. I'm stealing. I'm
Alright,
thieving.
let's hit up a list. New series of Game of Thrones. Steal.
Yep. Just
In the pocket with it.
everything, all the things.
That was exciting. I'm thrilled right now.
Misty?
I have a
Have you ever
steel
felt
ball.
the thrill
I've
of a steal? Have you ever stolen
Never
anything?
really stolen anything. I'm one of those folk who feel really, really guilty.
Mr. Golden Boy over here.
Oh, I'm
I
Misty.
went
I'm
into-
untouchable.
Look at me, I'm just a perfect human being. No problem, no crimes. Straight
Let's start a
edge.
crime. Let's start a crime cult. Oh wait, I've never
Well,
committed
obviously
any
like
crimes.
but not like crimes in that one. Okay? Speeding, things like that. That's crimes technically. But no,
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
so
how
I can
you
get
were
away
looking
with
to
it now.
start that cult. So you have an excuse to
but
speed.
no, the whole thing with me is when I was a lot younger, I always felt like really guilty for things that I've done, which were not meant to be. I mean, oh yeah,
Masturbating.
obviously.
You're talking
obviously.
about masturbating.
Yeah, definitely.
But we went into one of those shops which has the pick and mix, and
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Like Woolworths used to
the
have
worst
picnics.
thing was my mum actually
Hell
took
yeah.
one and gave it to me to eat and hadn't actually like paid for it or anything like that, and I felt really bad about my mum taking one and giving it to me that I couldn't actually do it myself. No, she's
So
in
you reported
prison
her to
time
the
for
police, and now she's been in prison
17
for
years.
5
Come
years.
on,
She's in
that's
jail.
high larceny.
Poor missed mum.
Yeah. Damn.
All she did was want one of those fried eggies.
It's been-
Man, what's your guys' favorite pick and mix sweet?
Sour.
Because the pick and mix sweets, they're ones that you can't really get anywhere else. Which
Well,
ones
they
do you like
change
the
all the
most?
time. Different
have a
places
theory.
always have different ones.
That is true.
There's staples in every one though. Like they
Oh,
always
yeah,
have like
yeah,
cola
that's
bottles
true.
and those cherries and stuff.
Let's say, for example, cinema sweets. You know?
Mhm.
They price them with the weight. What do? You're in the cinema.
Uh-huh.
The only option is pick
You get
and
lots
mix.
of marshmallow stuff.
Yeah. Mhm.
They price it up from the weight of the sweets. What do?
You put helium. You put them in a helium balloon, and then that way it weighs less.
That would be clever, actually. Do you often carry helium balloons with you?
I always have a helium. If there's one thing that you can say about me, it's that I always have a helium balloon on hand, ready to go.
Maybe
like a creepy clown.
maybe Pochag was a bit disturbed about that emoji in his suit because he was actually going to be going back and getting into his McDonald's costume, his actual clown one.
What?
No, you're
What, you
you're
mean my work
clown.
uniform? Oh no, you're not.
That's why you're always got your
Ronald.
helium balloons on you, because you're
Yeah.
you're actually going out into the masses to entertain them as a big clown who seems to like
right.
burgers a bit too much.
If you were a clown, would you fill up so much helium balloons that you could fly a kid away and then attach them to a
You've
child?
been
and
a
just send
bad
them off to the
boy.
moon?
Phew.
What kind of a question
Obviously.
is that? I mean, maybe no, I wouldn't. I
Let's take
guess.
it back
Have
to
you thought
my
about this
pick
a
and mix
lot?
theory.
Okay, let's go back.
Take it back to the pick and mix theory.
Okay.
So I have a theory that you know how foamy sweets are foamy and they got like the marshmallow bits?
Foamy
I have
sweets
a
are
theory
foamy, yes.
that those way less than the gummy sweets. So if I go to a pick and mix, I'll always get foamy sweets more than I'll get the gummies. That's my plan.
Well, let's just recap your sleuthing here. You're saying
Right.
that the sweets that have air in them are
Yeah.
lighter than the sweets that don't have air in them of the
Yes.
same size. You are a genius. Do you
This is my
understand- you know that?
strategy.
I mean,
That's amazing. Holy shit.
So
I mean,
that's
I
my
know
pick and
I
mix
wouldn't have
strategy.
figured that out myself. Not without cheeses and insane
That's,
wisdom.
honestly, I'm so impressed right now.
Oh, well, you didn't come up with any cool ideas. You didn't give any tips to the Bumbus cult. You know, I'm saying when you go to the sweet shop, get the foamy sweets because you get more bang for your buck.
Now, there's a big problem there, and that's that the foamy sweets
They
are the
are.
worst sweets. They're really not
Just get
nice at all.
marshmallows.
No, foamy sweets are great.
Oh, no, marshmallows aren't nice either.
marshmallows.
You know,
actually just
you know what the
jump,
best
boy.
way to do it
No.
is?
Just end
This is
it.
the best way. You want a suggestion? I'll give you a suggestion. What you do,
All right, here we
what
go.
you do
and
is
I'll make fun
you
of you
just
for
buy
it.
whatever things you want, put it into the container, take it over to get weighed, and when they're weighing it, just put your finger underneath the scales a little bit and push it up. So it doesn't actually weigh so much on
Wow,
there.
this actually says that I owe you a buck.
Exactly.
There you go. Have a dollar, sir.
Welcome.
Here's what you do, right? You go over, you fill a bag with sweets, right? Your favorite kind of sweets,
Oh,
all the
cherries.
cherry ones, because they're the best. And you go over to the scales, and you then walk away from the scales. You don't even weigh it. And then if one of the cashiers comes over, you punch them in the face and run away. There you go, problem solved. Or alternatively, what you do is you invite your friend over from Sweden, and then they bring you a whole
That's
bunch
true.
of sweets. That's
That
problem
is the
solved.
best pick and mix trick, actually.
Yeah.
We've all tried that one. Lena, if you're listening, come back.
Bring more sweets, please.
We ran out. It's a serious problem. We don't know what to do. We're coming up with theories on the internet.
Except
We
for
just want
licorice. I don't like
sweets.
licorice. Everything else is fine.
I'm not afraid of any sweet. I'll eat whatever sweet you give me.
I'm not afraid of sweets.
I'm not afraid of nothing. I'm the bravest,
I've got
Bergie. Oh, we should come up with our Bergie archetypes.
What?
Bergatypes.
What?
Well, I just called myself the bravest Bergie, so
I'll
now
be the
that's
hungry
taken.
burger.
Okay.
You know, like the Smurfs. There's like Brainy
I'll be
Smurf,
Brainy.
Papa
then.
Smurf,
Brainy burger. then.
Okay, right.
Smurfette. There's like narrator Smurf or something.
I guess I'll
Oh,
have to be
definitely.
forgetful Bruggy, right then? Because I can't remember anything.
Um,
Mentally
that's
challenged
me.
Bergie.
I forgot someone's name at work today who I've worked with for 4 years. I looked them dead in the
Porcheg.
face and I was like, and it just blanked.
Porcheg, you can't do that.
I was busy thinking. I think I'm getting early onset dementia. I was busy thinking about other things.
I'd
pretty
probably
bad.
be Stutterberg.
That's bad.
Because I kind of sturgy.
Sturgy.
Because a lot of the
Sturgy.
time I'm trying to like say something and then I forget what I'm saying halfway through saying it, or I'm saying something that I'm like, what's the word that I'm looking for here, or what's the name I'm looking for here, and then it takes me like half an hour to say just one sentence. You've seen that. I've done that a few times already. This podcast. Oh, we should get that.
Yeah.
What you call it? The guy from it looks like
You know what?
I have
Yeah.
I do that a lot. I have a bad habit of doing that. It's like I know what I'm trying to say, but then it just doesn't come out right. So that's yeah, that should be my one.
Correctamundo.
I think that's good.
We should have it so that when people submit us questions and stuff as well, they need to sign off with their Bergie handle.
Oh, that's a great
Or maybe
idea.
we should assign them.
So we'll have
maybe
so
we
many
should assign
unique
them.
Bergies talking to us on Twitter.
I mean, I feel like Linkario is our scribe Burgie, right? Burgie scribe.
Oh yeah,
That's the
Official
only
as
official one we've got right now.
Oh, as well, if you haven't noticed, if you're active enough with us, we'll know you off by heart, and we'll give you a Burgie name
definitely.
ourselves.
Yeah, there you go.
What about?
Send in the
Well,
questions.
Go
get a
would you
Burgie.
Burgie.
start naming some just now?
Well, the problem is not everybody who listens
But
will
it
know
means
the
that
people
they've
we're
got an
talking about.
idea
That's the
to-
problem. I mean, they will. We have like 2 listeners.
If
but-
people send in questions, though,
Basic
we can
question
base
on what we're going to call them.
the exactly.
Oh
or
my
like
god,
Yeah.
so
conversation
we come up with their Burgie names.
But obviously, we can only do that until we get really,
That's
really famous.
good.
Then it's going to be like really hard to keep up.
Oh yeah, I can't wait till we're really, really famous, and that definitely happens.
When's that going to
Next-
happen?
next
Is that
week,
next
yeah.
week we're planning to be
Signed
famous?
off by Pessimistic Burgie.
Yeah, it was like
2 p.m.
2
Tuesday,
p.m.
yeah.
on Tuesday. Next week we're going to be famous. Yeah. Keep an eye out
Famous
for
on
that.
Tuesday.
Famous on
Hashtag
Tuesday.
famous on Tuesday.
Oh no, this is a
But only
nightmare.
Tuesday. We're non-famous afterwards again. Only Tuesday.
Mhm, Yep. Yep.
Porchik, you were about to say something. I rudely
Fuck's
interrupted
sake,
you.
jeez.
No, it's
Can you
fine.
remember what it was?
Yeah, I do remember what it was. Amazingly,
shit.
I have remembered something.
Congratulations.
I bought a nose trimmer the other day.
Oh my god.
still got a
the
big nose,
future is
though.
here.
Oh.
I know. I felt like an old. I felt like an old. It wasn't to trim my nose. It was to trim my nose hairs. Right. I don't have like a tree growing out of my nose. You can't even really see any hairs up there. But it's like faint hairs, and whenever I breathe in and out of my nose, which I breathe.
Do you?
I breathe most days, and it annoys the hell out of me.
breathing?
It drives me absolutely insane. Breathing, yeah. I wish I could just die right
It's
now.
fine to gag. No,
But like, the nose hairs frustrate me, and it made me feel like an old man. Do you guys have any old
I do
man
have
things?
A few, like hairs in my ear.
Yeah.
I got the biggest, saggiest balls
What do you mean
you've
you
ever
got-
seen. They're tucked into my trouser leg, like they just they
Oh god,
hang so low.
that sounds like a problem.
I'm like Benjamin Button.
Can you
when
throw
I
them over your
came out the
shoulder
womb,
like
I just
a-
had a big dangly ball sack, and they're slowly getting closer to my body.
Oh,
Oh god, that is a really horrible image.
I'd love to see you run.
When I die, they're just gonna be up inside me.
Are you trying to
That's
say
it. Well, maybe I'll reach a point that they'll just hit my body and they'll go back down like
maybe
a yo-yo. I don't know.
maybe you're actually getting to the point that once you get older, you're actually turning more female. As your boobs getting bigger at the same time.
They are.
Oh. We'll have to
D-cup
keep track
currently.
of your size
Wow,
of your boobs. And we'll see.
damn, you've changed
see
a lot
how
since
they
I
go.
last saw you.
We'll have a tracker nap. Download the Grimace Bumpus companion app to see my boob size at any current time. Do you want to see how close my balls are to
Oh,
the
it's a
ground?
warm
Download the
day, so
tracking
it's
app.
dangling a little bit
Sure.
lower.
It looks like the Fitbit app, but it's just distance to the ground.
Oh god. This shows lore image of what you look like, cheese. It's just insane. You're a chubby woman from China who's also the Great Barrier Reef, who also is just growing your boobs now, which are D-cup size, and you have big dangly balls. It's an artist's
Remember-
dream for sure.
If you want to tweet any fan art, hashtag Bumpus.
Oh, love it.
Oh god, that's horrendous.
Any other old man traits you want to talk about?
No, I don't. Not ever again.
Did I kill that one too fast?
I think so. Oh dear.
I'm sorry.
It does solve the problem though. Like it doesn't tickle my nose when I breathe in. That's good. Here we go.
That's good. I'm proud of you,
Proud to.
Thank you.
honestly.
Yeah.
I think you've really outdone yourself this time. Congratulations. What else? We might be going to a cabin in the woods. Well, me and maybe you, Porchik. I don't know if you're keen.
It depends how much money I can accrue. I'm trying to save up
And
just
I
now,
suppose
so I don't
I'll-
know whether I can do it or not.
It's gonna be sick. We're probably gonna get haunted by
It
ghosts.
depends. Could be
By
hunted
goats.
ghosts. Hunted by goats.
Haunted by ghosts.
Oh God, no!
We could make a spook vlog. You know, those were trendy like a couple of weeks ago when people were pretending to be possessed by the devil. Did you see those? Any of those?
Yeah, I saw some of them.
That's like the ongoing vlog trend.
We could buy some
Didn't
of
I
that.
have
like...
this in like episode 1? Did I talk about this? I'm sure I've talked about this.
I don't think so. Unless you have like another podcast on the
Oh
side
my god. Maybe I do.
with a ghost and you've forgotten.
I talked about this at least with like Gail a long time ago, where I was like, imagine if somebody did a vlog and they started it off as a regular vlog and then over time just made weird things start happening, like over the course of like 100 episodes, maybe like 3 or 4 weird things happen, like something keeps going missing in the room and they find it places or something, and it's other than that it's just like a good old flammy vlog.
Flammy blog.
It's a good old family vlog, and then like maybe like it just gets creepier as time goes on until it's like a full-blown ghost adventure. That'd be cool.
Sounds great.
And then vloggers try to pick it up, but everybody knows that vloggers are lazy as hell, at least the bad ones, and they're like, oh, I got pulled out of the bed, and just copy what happened in Paranormal Activity, but really badly.
Get some of that like thin, clear string, attach it to stuff.
You should call yourself something related to the ghost hunting folk. So something like Cheddar Akora or something like that. So it's like Derek Akora, but Cheddar Akora.
Right.
I would totally watch that.
It's good. You know, I know some. I know like a mascot job person, man, woman, dude. Is looking for some work right now. We could hire them. They could be our ghost. They could spook us.
Paranormal Emotivity.
That's the third film.
They made a paranormal VR game, Paranormal Activity VR game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That sounds like something
apparently
I'll
it's
play.
really spooky and horrible, and I will not buy it ever.
Never ever do it. See, the thing is, like, there's so many like horror and spooky games for VR because it's like such an easy thing to do, or not.
Yeah.
Well, not easy, but like it's like I don't know. People like doing it, I guess. But I'm never ever gonna play them because I'm a little chicken baby and I don't want to get scared.
I think we should.
Oh, I am the biggest chicken baby
I don't
ever.
get like frights from games like that.
The thing is, VR is so much more
true
immersive,
enough.
dude. It's like when you're looking, you know, the meh emoji right in the face,
No,
and he's like
no.
just inches away from you, being pushed through the door, and Rowan Atkinson's voice is coming out from within. And he's like, "This is what I signed up for when I thought Johnny English 3 was gonna happen." And it's dreadful, man. That's my
is
nightmares
dreadful.
every night.
It's spooky. I want more VR games, please. I'm gonna invest in a proper USB headset with a long cable, and I'm gonna start recording VR stuff for proper soon. That's my plan.
Nice.
Oh, by the way, if this is the first episode you tuned in, we all have YouTube channels. So
52 minutes in, we have
yeah,
YouTube
no,
channels.
it's just if I think most people know this by now, but like if I just said that and was like, "Hey, I'm gonna start recording videos,"
That's true, yeah.
and just be a bit like, "What?" But yeah, I've been looking into it. Obviously, I'm gonna go to Insomnia first. Which, oh yeah, we should talk about that. Me and Forchek are going to Insomnia 61.
Yeah.
I won't be.
Yeah, I'm gonna be down there. We're gonna be kicking about.
Yeah.
We'll take a cardboard
Yay!
cutout of Misty and take them all around the place.
If people are going, I'm trying to get like some stickers made and stuff. I think that'd be cool to just throw them at people instead of like trying to do business cards or whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, do you want a sticker?
Just
It's
stick
got
them to
Lord
people.
Tachanka on it, and it has my channel name written on it subtly somewhere.
Walk up to their face and just like slap the sticker on their
Pat
cheek,
them on the back.
on the butt cheek.
I really
and
wanted
then walk
like
away.
I wanted like a viral sticker campaign where I could be like, "You're a dick." Cheese Fund, signed to Cheese Fund, and then make them stick it to their friends, and basically just bully the whole conference. But I
You
feel
should
like
just
that
like go
might down
around
badly.
with stickers in your hand and put them on the backs of people who you get like photos taken with. So it's always like they've got them on their
Right.
back.
The thing is, I'm not
Just
going to get photos
deliberately
taken
go
with
up.
anyone.
Just
I'm not.
deliberately
I
go
don't
up.
buy into the whole YouTube celebrity thing. I suppose I could like
Just like,
could ham it
oh
up a
my
bit.
god, are you
Well,
the
hello
real
there.
Porcheg? And just like,
Is that the real Jack Spadici?
and just like go up behind them and get like a picture with them and put your hand on their shoulder or something and just stick it onto the back of their shoulder so they're walking around with your picture on them.
The thing is, it's all become so big now that like even to meet a YouTuber, you have to go through like a 2-hour long queue, and then they have security. So if you touch
Just
them,
do it
they'll
to the
probably
smaller
choke
YouTubers
you
then.
out.
Just be like,
All right, James the Monkey, don't listen
just
to
be
this.
like, okay, how many subs have you got? Okay, you've only got 2. Okay, that's perfect.
Never ask someone their sub count. Never. It's the rudest thing you could do to a lady. I was doing like a whole never ask a woman their age meme. But yeah, I've been drawing up some stickers. I come up with some cool ones. Came up with some Insomnia themed ones. I might print some out for going there. But the main thing is I'm trying to say is me and Porchek will be down there. If there's any Burgie boys, you know,
Come up to
say
us
hi.
and say, "All hail Crumbus Bumbus." The top of
follow
your
the
voice.
Crumbus Bumbus Twitter, and we'll cute out that there's two Burgie boys, cute looking Burgie boys on the prowl.
Feel free to
Looking
high
for
five
video
the
games.
Monkey of Mist cutout that they'll have with you. I'm a very welcoming person. You can even get a cuddle with me. I don't care, because it's not like I'd be there.
Yeah.
Just watch every
Unfortunately,
paper
we're really low budget right now, so it's a really small cutout. So you're gonna have to go in for a tiny hug
Yeah.
and be gentle because we only have one.
You better be advertised.
cuts. Before I feel like we're gonna round up pretty soon. But before we go, I just want to say,
Yeah, we got 5 minutes till we need to round this up, so you know you're on the clock, baby.
I'm going
Are you?
to Ireland next week, right?
Yo, hi there, it's me.
Top of the morning.
Jacksepticeye.
I'm going to hunt down Jacksepticeye. No, I'm going to visit family and stuff. So, is there? I think I want to like do the podcast next week from Ireland. Maybe.
You have to speak with a Irish accent.
Is there any like is there any requests for like stuff like what is trying to like go and try and
Find
some
Pally
stuff?
Cow.
I could be like Burgie Boys
we can
on
send you on
tour.
a
Find a pot
quest.
of
Yeah,
gold.
send me on an Irish quest to find or do something.
Wait, when do you go?
I go Saturday.
Damn it!
I'll be there when this is live.
If only we'd got stickers earlier.
Oh yeah, I could have went and just planted them everywhere.
You know what? I could have sent you on a quest to stick things. We could have stuck Crumbus Bumbus stickers across Ireland. I don't know what kind of quest could we send you
Find
on
Pally
to
Cow.
report back?
That's one. Yep.
Find Paladin Cow. Yeah.
I mean, that sounds just
Doesn't
intrusive
matter.
more than anything.
Doesn't matter. He
Just
would
show
like
up at his house.
He's that kind of guy. He would like that. We'll just grab him and be like, "Come here, Shia LaBeouf."
Yes. Just maybe come up with some tales from across the
I'll
across the water.
next episode will be Porcheg's Irish Tales episode story.
Anything exciting that happens, you gotta write that down. Don't forget anything.
Okay, I mean,
And I tell you what,
possibly
here's
the
something
worst
for you to do.
person to go on a trip and try and remember stuff. But okay,
when you're over there, okay, or maybe when you're traveling over there, how are you getting there?
I'm flying.
You're flying. Okay, that's quite a short time. Maybe try rehearsing the intro. Just like say it over in your head a few times. Maybe write it down. So when we meet you and you're in Ireland and we do this podcast, you'll actually remember it next time. How about that?
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
Now, Porcheg, my good friend Porcheg, who is going to Ireland, can you see our Burgie boys off to their sweet, sweet snooze?
In
I can.
an Irish accent.
Burgie Boys. Burgie Boys, thank you very much for watching,
In
listening,
an Irish accent, you heard him. Don't ignore him.
listening to this episode of Crumbus Bumbus and the Burgie Boys. Get back into your sleeping bag and join us next week, where conversations will happen, memes will be said, and movie ideas
love it.
will be thought of. I have been Porcheg. Goodbye.
I've been Cheese Fund.
I've been Monkey of Mist.
Bye.
Remember, tweet us at Crumbus Bumbus and hashtag Bumbus.
For
And
second
We'll
names.
look at all your shit.
Hell
It'll be
yeah.
fun.
Alright, bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
I need something underneath.